Together really is amazing, and Shaw is asking Canadians to come together to help fill the food banks. Every food donation helps. Shaw TV host Michael Eckford and Fiona Forbes went shopping to highlight the food donations most in need by food banks across the country.
What did you get?
Really heavy stuff, I'm realizing.
Me too.
Now. Okay, here we are, honey. We're at the car.
Oh,
Look at that. Let me get this. I got this.
watch your head.
No worries. That's right, this goes up high enough for me.
Okay,
What'd you get?
some of the needed items of the food bank are canned vegetables, canned fruits, whole wheat pasta, brown rice, and I got a ton of Campbell's soup too.
They have a list of most needed items, stuff like that, ready-made meals, lots of protein, all that kind of stuff, some cereal, lots of stuff like that. I love these too, because this is survival for me.
Those aren't for you.
And one that's close to my heart, because I have 3 children, and I know how expensive the monkeys are. Some powder baby formula as well. Now,
Always needed items. Go to the website to find out the entire list of everything that they need.
you can drop it off at urban fairs while you're there shopping, but we have other options as well.
Or you can drop off your donations right here at the Shaw Tower. Thank you, Mikey. That's so nice of you.
Yeah, no problem. You just walked away from the car. Okay, let's unload this stuff.
Keep it down. Fanny's taping. You can go to the website as well. There's a donate now button. As we've mentioned before, the food bank can stretch every dollar to $3 with their buying power, but donations right here are welcome.
Pasta sauce.
Thanks, Fiona and Mike. And now British-born and trained chef Julian Bond, who has spent most of his culinary career in high-profile kitchens in hotels and in starred restaurants. Today, he shares his cooking expertise with emerging chefs at the Pacific Institute of Culinary Arts. He is their executive chef, vice president, and COO, chief operating officer.
That's a lot.
Right?
Yes.
That is a lot. You're supposed to just be a good cook, you know?
I'm trying.
What's a pleasure to see you.
Why, thank you for
Chef
having me.
Bond.
Yes, ma'am.
What a great name. We were, of course, all going as Bond.
Bond, licensed to cook.
Licensed to cook. It's not James Bond, it's Chef Bond. Chef Julian, who taught you to cook?
Oh, I went to culinary school in Yorkshire, England. Actually, when I first started cooking, I wanted to do it in high school, but because I came from a very, very small mining town, I did home economics and then had to leave to do woodwork and ironwork because it only girls allowed back
Was
then.
a guy thing.
It was, so I had to go to culinary school after I left high school.
Okay, so equal opportunity now at the Culinary Institute.
Oh my gosh, it's almost 50-50, absolutely. Yeah.
And I won't ask you if a woman is a better chef than a man.
In most cases,
Alas.
I'm gonna say I'm actually gonna keep that comment to myself.
Okay.
There we go. It's
No,
easier.
who's creative is who's the great chef, and who's
It's
what else?
creativeness,
Other
it's
things.
patience, and logic. You know, cooking's all about logical steps.
Okay.
Starting from A to B and how you get there, it's the simplicity of cooking.
Okay, so let's start
Let's
at
talk about
A.
that. So here's
Why
what we're
not?
going to do a very, very simple dish, but an extremely flavorful dish. And the beautiful thing about this dish, it's very inexpensive to make. And the ingredients you do buy for seasoning can last a very long time. So that's why we did this dish. So
Okay.
basically, it's a cold salad
Yum.
using soba noodles. So this is what the noodles look like when they're cooked.
Right.
Really beautiful noodles, and this is them when they come dried. These are organic soba noodles. The beautiful thing about these guys is they are very, very low in gluten. They've got twice the protein as rice. And when you cook them, you don't have to add salt to the water.
Really?
That's really essential.
So the trick is, chef.
Yes, ma'am.
In cooking a soba noodle, how long? Boiling water.
You know, how long is going to be one of those, because they come in different thicknesses. So I
Okay.
would say usually about 4 minutes. If you get the really thick ones that look as thick as spaghetti, about
Right.
5 to 7 minutes.
Okay, like a fettuccine, do they come like that too?
Exactly, yes, they come in different thicknesses. And that rolling, boiling water is perfect. No oil and no salt. Unlike pasta, which you need the salt.
Okay.
With these ones, the sobas, you don't need salt.
You don't need salt.
So
and
low
then
sodium.
do you drain and put cold water over
You drain
or
and
not?
put cold water on them, and then you drain them a second time. And the beautiful thing about that, these have been drained, and look how they're not sticking together.
I know.
So unlike pasta, when you put pasta in, you have to
Right.
put oil in there, so you're adding
Yes, you
more
get a
oil to your
lump.
food, and it's just nasty. So we're going to use the soba noodles. We're going to use canned chicken. Chicken in a
Okay,
can,
chicken
which is
in
a
a
beautiful
can, not
product.
tuna of the sea.
Not tuna of the sea. Fresh carrots, very inexpensive. I just cut these really fancy.
You did.
And
Do you have a special fancy thing, or
we
did
have
you
it
do
right
that
here.
yourself?
No, these little things here. I mean, these are super cheap now in Japanese stores. You can get them for $30.
Oh, yeah.
They will take your fingers off.
I
But
know, I've
but
got
they're
one. Mine's
super sharp.
plastic. That's a pretty one.
That's it does
What's
its
that
little
called
job.
again?
It's
Starts
called
with
a
an M.
Japanese mandolin.
Okay.
And last but not least, unknown vegetables. A lot of people don't
Sorry,
use
have
this.
you got pepper on set?
I do. I'm so sorry.
Oh my
We got
gosh.
Tagarashi spice, which we're going to play
Oh,
with a
fine.
little later
I'll
on.
just sneeze my way through this demonstration.
Bok
Okay.
choy.
I love bok choy.
Beautiful, nutritious, and so cheap. A 5-pound bag cost me $2.
Okay.
Literally.
And is that baby bok choy, big bok choy,
yeah,
baby
we call this
bok choy?
pearl bok choy, which is, some people call it baby bok choy.
Okay.
Exactly. So 4 essential ingredients. From this alone is beautiful, nutritious. And you're going to make a dressing to go with these.
Okay.
So, my dear, in your bowl, you're
Yes.
going to add.
Oh, you're making me work.
I
Okay.
am.
Do I have a little whisk or something?
No, you're going to just, I'm going to give you a little
Oh,
spoon.
okay.
So, sesame. Now, sesame, less is more. So, about a
Right.
couple of dashes.
That's a big hole for a couple of
So,
dashes.
let me show you about the hole. Ready? A lot of people don't know this. You see the hole? It goes this way. So, if you
Okay.
pour it on its side, like that, it
Right.
dribbles. If you pour this way, it drips. Or it doesn't flow as fast.
I see. So I'm glad I had you, because you're right, you can over sesame. I have
Yes,
done
you
that.
can. This is soy sauce, but not just any soy sauce. What they've added to here is nori, which is a form of seaweed.
Oh, great.
So you get the natural
Love
nutrients
nori.
of the sea in there.
How much of that?
Oh, that's going to be our base for our dressing today. So,
So-
about a couple of tablespoons.
Well,
You know, there you go. How much do you want to do? See,
About
that's
that.
Excellent.
is that
Sounds good.
enough, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
See, you can't
Because
go
I
wrong.
didn't measure. I'm just
I know,
like,
and that's why I don't want you to measure.
I know.
I really don't.
I don't measure at home, but I thought maybe on TV I should.
No, I don't.
Okay.
You know, when you start measuring with tablespoons and getting it, it's not
Exactly.
fun anymore.
No,
This
it's
is-
not
this
fun.
is
Just
culinary.
have some fun. So
Use
squish.
a spoon. You can squish or you can use a spoon. And
Well,
by
you
using a
do
spoon,
that.
you take the spoon and instead of like using all your muscles,
Right,
you just
I'm
go in
backing
there.
up.
Yes, ma'am. And by squeezing, you see how much juice you get out? Using
Oh,
a spoon.
great.
And limes,
Look
you know,
at
this
that.
is one of the most expensive ingredients here, because this is about 60 cents. I got you in the eye there, didn't I?
Well, not quite. Then I'd start to cry and sneeze. That'd
so
be pretty.
using a spoon, you're going to get 100% of that lime out
Great.
of that little.
Yum.
Beautiful.
I love fresh lime. So
Very, very
fresh
simple dressing.
lime.
Just the soy sauce with the nori and a little bit of sesame. That's going to go in this
Okay.
bowl right here.
And does that soy sauce with the nori have a name?
It does. It has a really name that is hard to
Togarashi or
No,
something?
this is called soman susuyu.
Okay.
Really good.
It's Kikoman.
Kikkoman. Very,
Made
very.
by
And so these
Kikkoman.
guys are, you know, sesame oil, this soy sauce, really, really cheap. This is
Yeah.
togarashi, and I love togarashi as a spice rather than, you know, some liquid hot sauces, etc.
Right.
Because there's no sugar. And
Okay.
so it's really, really
And it's
just
a little
natural.
spicy, it is.
It's just chili, red pepper, orange juice, not orange juice, excuse me, orange zest.
Right.
And again, more nori and a little bit of sesame.
How lovely.
It's like everything
That
all
would
boiled
go
into
on
one.
about just anything.
Absolutely. So a couple of dashes. And then you make your salad. So
Okay.
some noodles. If you get those tongs for me, my dear.
Yes, my dear.
And I'm going to add you some
Yes, my dear.
beautiful soba noodles.
Yes, sir. Okay.
And these last quite a while.
And you want me to do the
Just-
tossing?
Yeah, give it some flavor.
Okay.
There you go. A little bit of the cooked bok choy. And this I cooked for about 1 minute.
Right.
We're going to have
Yum.
some carrots.
Did you steam or you steamed
I just
it? Or you
blanched
just
them.
blanched
Just
it?
blanched them for about a minute.
Yum.
And then this is a mixture of turkey and chicken. But look how big those chunks are. This came out of a
That
can.
came out of the can. That's
Out of the can.
beautiful.
And the good thing, you know, if you're on a tight budget,
Right.
it goes in your cupboard and you don't have to worry about being perishable.
We
You
might
can
have
use
needed
it
a
when
little
you're
more
ready.
dressing, I'm thinking.
Yes,
What do you
ma'am. We
think?
can do that. We can put a little bit of this in.
Well, maybe not, but
No, I'm going to go with the flow. You want.
all right.
That's
It's
good.
just looking, I
I'll
don't
follow
want
your
dry
lead.
chicken.
No, ma'am, you do not. And that's, you know, that's really nice. Fresh cilantro,
Excellent.
and all you do is tear it,
Right.
a little
So
bit of
not-
cucumber,
you could grow that if you're having a.
and cilantro grows so easily.
It's so I can grow cilantro.
You know, and especially right now, this time of year, you go to the plant stores, and they're
Right.
99 cents for the basil, the cilantro, the
Yes.
rosemary.
Yes.
Do a little box on your windows, little green onion,
little green onion.
and we're done.
Because I'm just thinking for people who are having a tough time, they could make this. It's nutritious,
So
and
this-
grow a little bit in the
Exactly.
in
You
the
put this-
neighbor's garden. Maybe the neighbor would give you the cilantro. You see, we're trying to
You
be
know what? With
practical.
co-op gardens are the next biggest thing hitting the city. You see
The
popping up
community
every-
gardens, I know,
Absolutely.
I know.
And the leases are really, really inexpensive, and you can really grow your
Sure.
own vegetables. So, simple salad,
Beautiful.
extremely nutritious. But you know what's really cool about this salad? So there's, you know, you're having a little dinner party with canned
Right.
chicken. Seems a bit out there, but
Well, you
It's
could
about promoting
cook.
the food bank,
We're
right?
trying, yes,
Exactly.
exactly. But you could cook a chicken
simple.
and do
now,
the fresh chicken. Could
here's
you
where
not?
it gets cooler.
Okay.
This makes a fantastic lunch for your kids.
Oh,
To take to school the next day. It lasts, chilled in the fridge.
excellent.
You put it in a little container like this.
Right.
And it's about using leftovers as well.
Ooh,
You put a little container, you can put this in a little, whatever you want to do.
I'll just
Boom.
put this aside.
The kids take chopstick and this to school. They're the coolest kids in school.
No kidding.
Do you know what I mean? And
What
it's
did
so
you
cheap.
take to school?
Oh, I took...
In England?
Oh my gosh, it was potted meat. Actually, it could have been from the food map. Potted meat.
Potted
We ate
meat.
potted meat when we were
Really?
kids. Oh yeah.
Was it good?
It
Not
was-
like Spam.
Not like Spam, but when you get raised on something that's processed like that,
Yes.
you get used to it. So, like, if I have potted meat again, I've not eaten it for probably 20 years, I'll probably go, oh, that's my childhood.
Oh, really? See, I had to have venison.
Venison?
Oh, yes. A Montana girl, you know.
Oh, really?
With the hunter father.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, you had like venison. You're going, oh.
A simple, easy dish, relatively cheap. The seasoned ingredients will last forever. So
Sure.
even though you're going to fork out $2.50 for the sesame oil, it will last a long time.
And you keep that in a special place, in a cool, dark
I like
place?
to keep the sesame oil in the fridge. Or
Fridge.
Yes. And the
Okay.
soy sauce can stay in your cupboard.
That's great soy sauce.
I know,
That's the one that has the nori, right?
Exactly, yes, ma'am. And it's not as salty, and it's got a little bit of fish sauce in there too.
Yum.
So
you know,
it adds
I
all those
throw that
flavors, those
into my
elements.
turkey burgers.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah, a little bit. I think it's Karen McSherry's recipe.
Oh, she's
delicious.
She's very good.
Just
And
throw a
turkey, you
little
know
in.
that again, a nutritious, healthy meat. So I mean, it's
Why
about
not?
eating nutritious, eating healthy, really simple and very easy to make.
Okay, and you could put tuna in here.
You could put tuna in here. You
Anything-
could put ham in here.
Okay.
It works really, really well. I also bought another little things. These. You know when sometimes people throw condensed milk into the food bank donations?
Yes.
I make a wonderful dessert with this where you put this in a pot and you just cook it with a wooden spoon. 4 minutes turns to the best butterscotch caramel in the world.
So this in a pot.
Pour it into
stir.
a pot, stir it, and this is a nice treat, a nice dessert, dolce latte.
Oh, dolce latte.
Just from the condensed milk.
Just from the condensed milk, so that's a good thing for it to give.
Yeah.
Good thing to give.
If you want that little treat once in a while.
Exactly. And just because you're having a tag day doesn't mean you don't want a treat.
Everybody
As you know.
Everybody needs a little treat
You
once
bet.
in a while.
Well, thank you, because together is amazing,
It
and thank
truly
you
is.
for being amazing. And now I'm going to make this for dinner.
You know, it's
Unless I
simple,
can take
easy.
this home.
You can.
Chef Julian Bond from the Culinary Institute on Granville Island, where he is the
The chief bottle washer.
everything. You're about everything there.
I sweep the floors and wash the windows.
Okay, all good. And Shaw reminds you the 2012 Fill the Food Banks campaign continues until May 11th. For more information, visit togetherisamazing.com. And remember, you can catch all of our conversations on YouTube. Follow us on Twitter @Fanny Kiefer.